G'day guys, it's Captain Carter and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today's video is a little treat for you all. This is the Kenworth K200, it's an Australian truck. This is a payware mod done by RTA Mods, as well as the B triple trailers that we have on behind us. We've got 50 tons of household appliances going to Ukiah in California. We're currently in Phoenix, Arizona. So why don't you come on a drive with me and let's take this baby out for a spin, shall we? Rightio, so one of the first things we're going to do is I'm going to quickly hit F12 on my track IR to make sure that it zeroes properly. And we are going to kick off this 836 mile road trip once I get comfortable. Yeah, that feels about right. We are using our SKRS shifter as usual. And now we're going to have the fun job of backing this sucker out of this parking spot, at least enough that I can weasel my way out of here. Now, bear with me here, and I'm going to do this from outside because knowing me, I'm going to balk it. Forgive me, as I've never backed this thing before. I fiddled with it a little bit, but I haven't really done too much with backing triples before, so this should be a fun experience for everyone. We're not doing too badly, if I'm to be perfectly honest with myself. That's straightening up. No, it's not straightening up. Squat. Okay, that'll do. It's just got to get us out. Now, I'm hoping the 550 horsepower donk that's in this thing is going to be enough to get us going, which it is. Oh, I tell you what, they're only bloody just. Now, keeping in mind this thing is 50 tons, so it is rather heavy. And as you can see in the mirrors, it's rather intimidating to take this thing around corners, to say the least. So we're just going to go at this fairly slowly. As you can see, I'm not coming out of third gear at the moment. I'm just going to leave it in this until we get out into the road. Now, I started from this position because the streets I had to get out of were rather tight. So, alright, straight right inside the road, come on. Now, I found that with this truck and particularly these trailers, the traffic isn't awfully keen. Actually, he was very keen to give us plenty of room, which was nice. Most of the time, they don't give you much room at all. Now, the K200 is a, like I said in the start of the video, the K200 is an Australian truck through and through. You cannot get these things anywhere else but in Australia. Now, this mod is made for both American Truck and Euro Truck. However, I haven't imported them over to Euro Truck yet. I'm going to keep them in American Truck for the time being because I'm trying to keep my Euro Truck game. I think that was close, but it's okay. I remember how to drive 18 speeds on left-hand drives now because I've been driving a Scania all morning. Now that recording should hopefully be going up this week. If I plan it correctly, this video you will see tomorrow, which is Monday. That's my plan. And the recording that happened today, which today is Sunday, if you noticed yesterday, because today when you see this video, let's set some ground rules. When I say today, let's refer today as Monday. Let's use that as our point of reference, because if I say today, I'm technically talking about Sunday. If I say today and I at least tell you today is Monday, at least we're all on the same page. Now, today being Monday, you're getting a very special treat because of New Year's. This will have gone live at the same time as Cold Waters did. So they're both going. So they've both gone live at 10 AM this morning. This morning being Monday, and this week I'm doing a bonus for you guys in that I'm giving you another week's worth of Cold Waters videos. So Monday through Friday, 5 days for this week, you're getting a Cold Waters video. If you like that, leave comments on those videos. What I'm looking to do, and this is only if you guys want it, let's see if the shifter wants to go into 7th overdrive today. Oh my god, it actually did, I don't believe it. If you guys want to see daily videos on this channel, keeping in mind that at the moment the current video setup is Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays is video release. Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays Australia time. I should make that point, which means you will see them over in the United States of America. You'll see them on Sunday, Tuesday and Thursday. And our live streaming day, currently our live stream day is set as a Sunday. Sunday, usually about 8 AM Australian time. Come on baby, go to 8th direct. Beautiful. I don't believe it, the shifter's actually wanting to work today. Strange things happen. Yeah, that's the current setup, and Sunday, Australia time, is our stream day, which ends up being Saturday night. And that cops both you guys in the US and the UK as well. Now, I'm happy to keep it that way. The weekends are probably not going to change. But if you do want to see weekly videos, yesterday, being Sunday, technically today, I recorded Monday through Wednesday's Cold Waters videos. It only took an hour to record. So I don't mind if you guys want to see 5 days a week videos. I can do 5 days a week. But I want to know of you guys before I make that determination stick. So there's that. Sunday's recording, which wasn't a live stream, and because it was a multiplayer recording, we did a recording in Euro Truck Simulator 2. I ran with the new Scania from Milan to Aberdeen. Milan being in Italy to Aberdeen in Scotland. Let me tell you, between the 5 of us, it took the better part of about 5 hours to do that trip. There were so many freaking side trips and side journeys, it was unbloody believable. Pardon me. So we did that. What time is it now? 6:50 in the morning. Beautiful. We're going to get plenty of daytime driving in this thing today. What was I talking about? Eurotruck. Yeah, it took us about 5 hours, 5.5 hours worth of recording. I think we gave up pretty much bang on 2 o'clock. We were supposed to start at 8. We didn't end up sort of kicking stuff off till about 8:30. We asked around and you know, just carried on like lunatics until about 9 o'clock, and then we sort of said, oh yeah, we should probably leave right about now. So we kicked off. I'm going to release that as a multi-part video this week, probably in concurrency with the Cold Waters. So, for the new year, to ring in the new year, you're going to get 5 days worth of double videos. That means Monday through Friday, you're going to get 2 videos a day out of me. Mainly because I can. This is the wonderful thing about public holidays, is usually the other half is working, so I can record and edit to my heart's content. And probably during the course of this video, I'll probably cut this into chunks and we'll do time lapses. I did get some pretty good comments about the last time lapse we did in American Truck, so we may do that again. This truck also, like the 609, will be part of. We'll get a separate review. I'll cover everything. We'll look over all the different. Hello, boys in blue. We'll look over all the different customised options in the truck. I've set it up pretty decently. I haven't gone completely crazy. 18-speed transmission, 550 horsepower, Cummins i6 signature, I think I got in the thing. And you know what, it drives pretty well. I like these trucks here in Australia. I love them. I love them very, very much. They're a gorgeous looking truck. American Packer, Kenworth. If you're watching this, I doubt it, but if you are, import this truck. Or talk to Packer Australia, get the plans, and build a left-hand drive version of this over in America. I can probably guarantee you the Americans would love to see this truck. Now, I also bought the 908 at the same time. Sorry, I'm just trying to get my head in the right spot. Make sure we can see everything. I bought the 908 at the same time that I bought the K200. That is also going to be part of a separate review, and maybe on the next ATS trip that we do, we'll definitely take the 908 out for a drive. I've made that very, very Australian. It's purple. It's basically the Big Purple People Eater version 2.0, seeing as I gave the original Big Purple People Eater, which is the Kenworth T680, I gave that to one of the company drivers who is now making a Mozart in that truck. And if you're wondering, the Captain Carter Peterbilt 579 will be making a return. Just at the moment, I want to drive these around because I'm familiar with them and I like these trucks. Now, I have experienced a little bit of stability problems with these trailers, especially when taking corners a fraction too fast. It wants to jackknife and throw you off the road at 100 miles an hour, which isn't fun. But I tell you, oh my gosh, the multiplayer recording we did in Euro Truck on Sunday morning. Holy hell, that was so much fun. You guys, if you haven't already done so, well, we're in California. Sorry, no we're not. Woohoo! Whoa. Okay, the bottle is tripping that. That's interesting. Sorry, I'm having a drink at the same time while we're recording this because I need sustenance, unfortunately. Come on, get down to 55. Come on, pop it down to 55. Come on. Pop it on 55. Getting closer. And cruise. Right, we'll lock the cruise on. It'll just make it easy for when we want to do outside shots and whatnot. As you can see, full interior in this thing as well. Good truck. Now, excuse my driving here because driving externally is quite difficult. That's why I've set the cruise control on so we can hold the 55. As you can see, this thing is massive. Oh, are we going to make it up the hill in 8th direct? Not quite. Oh, it's holding. It's holding 8th direct. It doesn't want me to change. Nah, it's alright, we're accelerating, we're fine. Hello, that looks like an exit that they haven't connected up yet. That could be very interesting. Where are we? Let's have a look at that. Okay, this is outside of Ehrenberg. Interesting. Very interesting. Right, we've actually already travelled quite a fair way. I'm actually quite surprised at how far we've gotten in a little under 15 minutes so far. We are going all the way up here. Now, obviously, creative license here, people. I know triples are not a thing in California. But this is a mod. I could have taken it as a double, but nah, I thought, what the hell? You guys will probably want to see a triple. That's far more entertaining to watch. So as you can see, massive. These are dry vans. These are not refrigerated trailers. Obviously, we're hauling household appliances. I think we are. What is it? Yes, household appliances. 50 tons worth. Which, the more I think about it, is probably a pretty typical load for something of about this size. B doubles, I know the company I work for in particular, we can load up to about 36, 37 tons worth of freight onto a B double, which is the second trailer and that back trailer. That there is a B double. This combination is known as a B triple, which consists of two A trailers, which are the two shorter ones at the front with the turntables or fifth wheels built into them. Whoop, try not to drive off the road, it'd be helpful. And a longer B trailer, which is the big semi-trailer at the back. Unfortunately, this game also puts single trailer versions of this. You get this back trailer by itself. It still has the long vehicle signs, which is not prototypical at all, unfortunately. But you know what? It's a minor thing, and you know, to be quite genuine, I'll live with it. I can forgive them for not being able to make it so that that's removable when it's in single trailer mode. Interesting thing I just noticed was the fact that our voltmeter is reading 0, which makes me very comfortable. Our engine oil pressure is also reading 0. Our exhaust temperature is fairly cold. We do have an engine water temp working, however. That's good to see. What else we got there? Fuel level, a little under half a tank. We can survive on that. The turbo pressure, I believe it is. I can't quite... turbo boost gauge. Okay, so that's a turbo boost gauge. I believe that's working just fine. I'm a bit concerned about those other two over there that aren't working, but that's cool. As is none of our gauges over there are working. I feel that for the money you pay for this particular mod, those should be working. There should really be no reason for those not to work. I mean, it is a decent fair bit of coin you pay for this. I think they're nearly, in Australian dollars, I think they're nearly $30 a truck. So, you know, for that kind of money, I'm expecting all the gauges to work. However, I can understand if it is a limitation in the SCS side of the software, which is fine. You know, I can understand that as well. I mean, SCS are not going to make everything available to tap into for gauges. I completely understand that. But, you know, I wish it was something they'd work on. I assume the iKey works for... Okay, that's the information screen over there. So at the moment, it says we've got 194 gallons remaining for a total distance of about 1,100 miles, which means we can make this entire journey on what we have left, which is good. Speed gauge 55 miles an hour, cruise set to 55, which is cool. And oh, that's alright. There's a fuel stop. I thought it was a thing. Time also gives us our gear indication up there as well. Our trip miles per gallon, 6.4 miles per gallon, not bad. And we've done 1,400 miles so far. 90-degree oil temp, 86 water temp, cool beans. Right, we'll leave the fuel and distance gauge up. It's probably the most common one I tend to leave on. I like to know what I've got left in the tank and how far left I've got to do, or how far left that fuel is going to last me, because then I can compare that with the route advisor down the bottom. I know I've got 588 miles, now 587. And it's going to take us about 12 hours. Now, we need to... We've got to stop in 9. We've got 31 hours to complete this job, which is more than easily attainable. And I'm probably going to drop a gear here. Yep. There we go. Right, she'll pull up in 7th. Easily enough. Come on, baby. Update. I know, to be quite honest, I know no one's asked about it, but I'm going to give you the information on it anyway. I'm still looking for a truck wheel for my G27 steering wheel here. I've been bidding on stuff on eBay, but every time they go to get sold, they end up exceeding what I particularly want to pay for them. The last one sold for about $230, and it was basically a brand new wheel pulled off a truck to be replaced with a different steering wheel, which is highly annoying because I know that brand new these wheels are worth like $360 odd brand new. I mean, they're pretty expensive it is, so I can understand a near new wheel that's been pulled off an existing truck going for such a high price, but damn, they're just going outside the price range. I really don't want to pay more than, I don't know, $150 without postage, preferably including postage. I mean, that'd be good, but you know, my basic sort of cut-off range is about the $150 mark. That's what I want to pay for a steering wheel, because once I've got a truck wheel, a proper truck steering wheel, we're going to unscrew the wheel off this one, or unbolt it rather, and we're going to bolt on a truck-sized steering wheel onto this thing. And I'm hoping I'm not going to overheat the hell out of the motor with it. Should be relatively light, however I'm suspecting that the wood grain is probably going to be fairly heavy. I would like something like one of these Kenworth smart wheels. I mean, this would be really, really cool to have, for obvious reasons. I mean, it's a comfortable looking wheel. Not to mention, if it has those if I can get one with the side controllers like this one has, I can actually probably hook them up to something like an Arduino, and wire it all in as a separate controller, and then just wire it in with the bits of like a USB game controller, and we can actually wire up the headlight switches and everything to work off the steering wheel, which would be fantastic. I mean, I've seen guys do like full-blown like bus dashboards for OMSI for the omnibus simulator. I've seen those, and they look fantastic. I mean, they've taken all like original gear from actual buses and turned it into like full-blown simulated cockpits. I mean, the amount of what you can do, even with an original piece of equipment from a real vehicle, what you can actually do to get it into the game is to make it like PC compatible is amazing. And I can do all that stuff. I've got the know-how. I've got the ability to do it. Time, maybe not so much. And we are going to have to drop another gear here, I think. Don't need 1100. Come on, just hold 1150 for me. Come on. Pull this load. And down. I went for this really nice metallic orange colour. It's like a very, very deep red, but it's a bit more on the orangey side of things, and I quite liked it. As you can see, we've got the colour-coded mud guards over the drive wheels to match the cab colour. And I went very, very conservative with the chrome, like just a standard sort of bumper bar, square fuel tanks. Square tanks on K200s like this one are easily the best looking fuel tank. Round tanks, yeah, they're not too bad, but square is where it's at. I feel like I'm sitting off to the left, which is not where I should be. But that's where the camera wants to lock to. That's an interesting development. It didn't do that before. That may require some fiddling later, but I think for the time being, I think we'll just hold it where it is. What are we looking at in terms of stops? Oh, you want me to go via that way. Ha ha ha! Forget it. Go through there, go through there. We've really got nowhere else where we can really pull up, except for the truck stop all the way up there. That's the other side of, that's nearly Bakersfield. Which we could do. We could do a stop at Bakersfield. Yeah, you know what? We'll do a stop at Bakersfield. And I think to make it a bit more entertaining, we'll do ourselves a nice little montage-y. Yeah, we'll throw together a montage and we'll time lapse it up until our exit point for the rest area. So sit tight, guys. I'll throw some music on, and we'll time lapse it from right about here. Okay, we have reached our exit up here, which is the exit for the north of Bakersfield, which we've already long since passed, but it's okay, I'll forgive them for... And the shifter occasionally does that and has an absolute hissy fit, but it's not too bad. We want to go over to that truck parking bay, I believe. Actually, no, we'll go over there. We'll go over to the truck stop. Got the gear that will make us go forwards. Righto. Big wide corner. I think we actually made that relatively unscathed. I know, cut the corner a little bit with the B-trailer, but that's not too bad. It's better than what I thought it was going to be. Yeah, I don't fancy our chances of getting into there. I do, however, fancy our chances of getting into here. So what we'll do, drop it down to second direct, and in we wheel this big sucker. You can get a feeling for just how long this truck actually is when you wheel it into a place like this tiny little chevron. And what we might do, I think we might park up along here, along this side. It should let me go to sleep here, I believe. I've seen it do it before, he says, as it does nothing. Like that. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. It'll let you stop in like the middle of the frickin' place. But that's okay. We've got plenty of room to get this thing out. I could be just a right absolute, you know what? No, we'll park here because I don't want the AI to spawn anything in. I was thinking about just parking along the front of all 6 or 7 spots that are here, but I think we'll just take the one spot, which will be right about there-ish, and we'll switch her off. We do next rest stop's in 4 hours. Yeah, we've got like another 8 to get there. So yeah, I think we'll call it quits there for this episode, guys. If you have liked the little journey so far, and if you've liked the time that thing, the time lapse, that's it. That's the word I was after. Time lapse. If you enjoyed the time lapse, let me know in the comments below, and I'll certainly try and do more of that. Of course, if you've got any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, anything like that, leave that also in the comments. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Captain Carter channel, now is a pretty good time to do that. Also, if you haven't already checked out the Captain Carter Discord channel, the link for that is down in the video description below. I've been Captain Carter. Stay tuned for part 2 of the epic K200 B Triple adventure in California on ATS. And I've been Captain Carter, and I'll catch you guys a little later.